Students of English literature, today our topic is the Gold Watch that is written by Ponjikar Rafi. Students, in this short story, we are going to study the last part in lecture 5, English version lecture, and we will come to know how Sanku was feeling when he stole the watch. There was a storm in his mind, and he was extremely baffled and confused. He was extremely full of fear. Now the gold watch seemed burning in his pocket. He put this watch in his pocket and it was burning like a cinder. It sent sparks along his nerves. It means everything was hot. The whole world seemed to be spinning. Everything was taking around him. Everything seemed in blaze or fire. Flame arose from every particle of sand. No shade of coolness anywhere. Everyone was on fire. Everything was burning. Students, he was restless. At the same time, there came somebody and addressed Sanku, brother Sanku, why are you standing here like a pillar? At this, Sanku was very surprised and he turned with a sudden jerk. And he was surprised. He saw Madhavan standing close by. Madhavan was one of the workers of the factory. Sanku stammered out. Sanku was not able to speak clear words, and he stammered, no reason for nothing. I am standing here. At this, Madhavan commented, go on, my liar. Oh, you liar. You keep on talking, Madhavan said with a laugh and walked away to his work. He must have gone and reported the theft. My God, it was thought by Sanku. He was thinking that Madhavan would definitely inform everybody about the theft done by him. He was remembering God. Everybody probably knew about it, and soon they would come to him. All the 800 odd workers in the factory would return and would surround him noisily, and everybody will raise his eyebrow on Sanku, and they will look at him in scorn. They would all remark with derision. Everybody will hate him and everybody will declare him thief. Then he would be taken before the boss, and definitely he will be punished, reprimanded and scolded. His boss will look at him with severe eyes, with angry eyes. Sanku would surely be dismissed because he came to know, because he remembered one event when there was a fellow worker who was dismissed just for stealing an umbrella from there. A cold fear entered Sanku's heart, which was choked with depressing thoughts. He was unable to think or to do anything. He was unable to take even a single step there. Although he had stolen the watch, yet he had no courage to do something new now. The guard would be waiting at the entrance of the timekeeper's office. He would catch him. Now Sanku was extremely fearful, and he was thinking all these fearful and negative thoughts. No, that way lay danger. He should not go to that side. He would put this back in its place. A scorching cinder that was burning him. What cinder it was? It was the watch that is declared cinder here. And he was thinking, no, he said to himself on the second thought. But finally he made up his mind that he would keep this watch back. So he decided to go to the window, which was still remained half open. Sanku looked around. No one was there, no one at all. So it was a good opportunity for Sanku to keep this watch back there. He took the gold watch quickly from his pocket, and his hand trembled like an aspen leaf. He presently remembered his home and his unpaid debts. Students, when he was putting the watch back, everything was running in his mind, and he was reminding and he was visualizing everything, which problems were running in his house. What was to be done? There is no option now. Sanku felt suffocated. He was feeling breathless. The sound of footsteps behind him. Someone was returning. This was the fear in the Sanku's mind, and he was questioning and commenting in his mind. He put the watch back on the table breathlessly and walked away. Student, this is the end of the story. The gold watch. Sanku put the gold watch back on the table. You know why? What is the moral of this story? Student, the moral of this story is that if person is full of moral and he is a man of conscience, he can't commit any thievery or theft or any mistake, because his conscience will never let him do such a thing. And Sanku's conscience was stronger than his needs. Even he was ready to face his needs and a penury, a lack of money, but he was not going to steal the gold watch any longer or anymore. Students, I hope we should follow the voice of our conscience, and we should be strong to face the circumstances and difficulties of our life without going on a wrong way. I hope you have understood this lecture well and you have come to know the moral of this story. Students, I hope you have liked my this lecture, and you please for that reason like, subscribe, share and comment. Students, please subscribe your own channel or SC classes of English language, and please keep on watching. Thanks.